Today is March 31st, 2025, and welcome to the Artist Journey. This is entry number 4. I just started doing this challenge of recording myself and putting it out. I feel like I have motivation to do this project right now, and I think oftentimes when I start a project, I am able to consistently do it right as I begin, but as the project goes on for longer and longer, I feel like my interest and motivation for the project goes away. So I'm struggling today with the idea of consistency and how do I stick to this or anything else that I'm interested in learning or changing about myself. So I thought back to what I have done consistently in my life, and the number one thing that pops up was music. I've been making music for a while now, and I've been able to stick to it, without any major breaks or pauses in between there. So that led me down the rabbit hole of just thinking more and more about, how I could implement that in this project of documenting my artistic journey, but also in any other projects that I have going on, whether it be releasing music monthly or working on more video-oriented projects. So the first thing is just having an honest interest in that thing and wanting to learn more about it. When I started making music, I wasn't very good at it, and that never discouraged me, honestly. Maybe I was delusional and I thought that it was good at that time, or maybe I just didn't have good enough taste that I couldn't tell that I wasn't good. And eventually, over time, the delusion actually becomes skill, and there became a point where I was good. And I think that can happen with a lot of things. You kind of just have this delusion or this just blind interest in something, and you just keep following it until eventually you get good at it. So that's the number one thing. The second thing is having people that have a similar interest in that thing as you. I had my friends, I had people on the internet that I was looking up to or following, and having somebody that understands the same thing that you're going through is another part of being consistent, because you see that not everybody gets it right away, and you're not just only looking up at people who are insane at that thing. They also help with bouncing ideas off of, and when you feel terrible, you can go to these people and they actually understand exactly what it is that you're going through, because either they've been there or they're at that same place. The third thing is, at least for me, it was having discipline. So have discipline more so in the fact of that you work on it consistently. And consistent can be anywhere from 5 minutes a day to 3 hours a day to whatever. As long as you're chipping away at it, that all adds up to the eventual tally. Sooner than later, before you realize it, you will be much better at that thing because you've put in quite a bit of work. It may not be glamorous in terms of, you're not working at it for 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, but even 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, whenever you can make time for it, that all adds up. And eventually, before you realize it, you'll be a lot closer to the goal than where you were when you first started. And lastly, I think the most important thing is being kind to yourself. You're probably going to get there later than you anticipate, and it's probably going to take longer than you anticipate. With that comes a level of patience and also just believing in yourself that you will get there. And it's okay to be bad for a while. I know for myself, probably the first 500 beats that I made, they probably weren't that good. And then when I started making songs, probably the first 50 to 100 songs, they weren't that good. In the moments that I made them, I was very excited by them. And that sheer just excitement made me just want to continue on and keep working on that or keep working on something else. And eventually you become good. So you have to kind of accept that you're not there already. You will get there eventually, but it's also not a bad thing to not feel like you're already there. And I guess those are lessons in consistency that I would give to myself. All right, that's me signing off.